Good morning, sir. Good morning.
How are you?
Hey, man, I'm blessed, man. I was on the wake up list. Do this show with you this morning, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well,
It's a great day.
yeah, yes,
Great
it
weather. We got the dream cruise going in the Michigan area. We got the heat that has not subsided at all down here in Texas. It's been in the hundreds consecutively
is.
except for 2 days in the
Okay,
last 6 weeks.
okay.
So we
Today,
got smog in Detroit and we got heat smog in Texas.
right.
Beautiful, beautiful thing. And we have the start of football season. We have preseason. For football, we have baseball going strong, WNBA going strong, and a whole lot of craziness ready for stupid sports news. Just a whole lot of craziness. So I'm excited about starting today's show. Thank you for doing the show with me today, sir. It is August 19th, 2023. Thank you for everyone out there joining us this morning. Don't forget to click like, click share, get your friends involved, get on the phone, text somebody, let them know that Kamau Felix is on there talking that crazy sports again, and we want to know what they got to say, and we want to talk back to them. Make sure you respond to us real time. Even if you go back and watch the show a week from now, respond, and we will respond back to you. So we want to thank everybody that has been joining the Sports Talk family on Facebook. It has been growing tremendously. We want to thank those who are stateside and around the world. We're picking up people all over the place. So, all right. So, you ready? We got a lot to talk about. Are you ready?
absolutely. Let's get it.
All right. Our topic of the week, this week and next has already been pre-planned. We are previewing the NFL. This week, we're going to start with the AFC conference, and we're going to go division by division, east, north, south, and west. I did put up a poll. I do apologize. I didn't put it up fast enough, so I didn't get good enough traction, in my opinion, to get some real good votes. But I promise you, the NFC will be up on Monday, and we'll have to get a lot more votes out there because we want to know what you feel. Who's going to do what, do where, and it's going to go where, and we writing it down. We writing down our predictions. So come December or first week in January, when the playoffs get ready to get started, we're going to look back and see if our Nostradamus predictions came true. And we're going to see. Mr. Donahue says, nice jerseys. Thank you, sir. Tigers for me. And who you represent right there, sir?
This would be the Southfield Jayhawks. No, I'm playing. The Detroit Lions, man. This is Mr. Golf.
Mr.
I
Golf.
said,
Right.
you know, they play today, so I show
right.
them solidarity. They play today.
Yeah, they play at 1:00 Eastern.
Right.
About an hour after we finish our show, you guys give you enough time to go to the store, get some snacks, to come back to the house to watch the team after they won their first game last week against the New York Giants, and they had a little comeback, and I was a little enthused to see the boys. So we're gonna see. Hopefully, they can continue to do well in the preseason and carry that over. But I'm saying that in full spirit of being a Lions fan. But the reality is our next show when we talk about the reality of the next show. All right, let's jump into the AFC. We're gonna start with the East. The Bills, Dolphins, Patriots, and Jets. That is alphabetical order by city, but not by but as you can see, but not by the nicknames. Buffalo, Miami, New England, and New York. By votes, people said that the Bills, the Dolphins, Jets, and Patriots. Excuse me. We're going that order. What you think, sir?
Get you some bait for that cough, man.
Okay. Air conditioning cold.
You know what? I don't.
Day and
You
it's
know
cold
what?
at night.
Let me think. You say Bills, pay. You say what I think in that order, or put them in my own.
No. What is your order? Is what I'm saying.
You know what? I'm gonna say the Jets gonna finish first, and then the Bills will be next, The Pats will be third, and then the Dolphins gonna be fourth. Yeah.
Okay, let's get that right. Let's see here. So you said Jets first.
Yeah. Bills
Who's
second, the Pats third, and the Dolphins fourth. Because I don't think Tua gonna stay healthy. That's why I put them fourth. And I think with the Patriots, you really not go okay, because each of them got to play twice, right? You got to go to Foxborough, then you got to go away from there, right? So my man he's still a coach, even though he don't have Tom Brady. He's still good enough to, you know what I'm saying? Okay. They upgraded their roster at wide receiver. They added Schuster from Kansas City. So you got a Super Bowl champion wide receiver, and their defense has always never been a problem. So, and I think Matt Jones gonna resurge himself. Now, as far as the Jets, the reason why I picked the Jets over the Bills, the Jets defense is better than the Bills, right? Look how good they did without a quarterback. Now you got a quarterback. I'm not an Aaron Rodgers fan, but I mean, the man can play, right? I think the window is closed. I think all the turmoil with Buffalo between Josh Allen and the wide receiver, I don't think that's over. So I think that's going to come into play. So
it's almost like you read my mind, brother. That's so funny. I was thinking the same thing when I was looking at Buffalo. I said that window is closing. Yeah. If it's not already closed, you got front office issues, you got team issues, and Aaron Rodgers got them boys and the Jets fired up. Good. You see every video coming out of there, him and Sauce Gardner. They doing the little thing with the with the little smoke. They getting excited about that. I like Jets first. I like the Bills still keeping second. The Dolphins third, and the Patriots fourth. The Dolphins been beating the Patriots consistently. I don't know what it is about them with a quarterback, without a quarterback. But if Tua was there, if Tua stays healthy, I would say Dolphins in second. But I don't think he's going to stay healthy. I agree with you on that. So we close with that. We both have the Jets first. We both have the Bills second. I say the Dolphins third. You say the Patriots third. You say the Dolphins fourth. I say the Patriots fourth. Mm-hmm. Bill Belichick's still a good coach, but the thing about it is that's a tough division still. That's not the toughest division. The next one we're going to talk about is the toughest division in the AFC, which is the North. That's easily the toughest division, probably in football right now, with the Ravens, Bengals, Browns, and Steelers. You got Steelers who they find a way. I don't know how they do it, but they find a way. They find a way to
absolutely
they stay up. They stay up there. Now, according to the votes, the Bengals, Steelers, Browns, and Ravens both got the same amount of votes. So we're gonna let you go first again, Mr. Felix. So we got Ravens, Bengals, Browns, Steelers. What's your pleasure, sir?
I'm gonna go first. The Bengals. I like Joe Burrow. Even if he he's not 100%. I still like Joe Cool. I like Joe Burrow. Okay. Second, I'm gonna go the Ravens because the addition of Odell Beckham Jr., him and Lamar Jackson, they've been off working out, during the off season. They've been forming a chemistry. Now, the question is, can they stay healthy? If they don't stay healthy, but I still got them a distant second. Third, I'm going to go with Deshaun. I'm going to go with the Browns because I think they got something to prove. I think, they got something to prove. You know what I'm saying? He had, when he did come back after that 11-game suspension, he did okay. I think he's going to try to, resurrect his career. And then fourth is the Steelers because I don't think Cody's ready yet. But like you say, they do find a way. I think they find a way to finish fourth. That's what they finish.
All right. For those of you who see me, my face moving back and forth, I'm actually writing this down. So when we come back and see it, we have a record of this. So don't worry about me. I'm right here. I'm still in the show. Don't worry. I'm in here all the way. So let me get this straight. Bengals, Ravens, Browns, Steelers.
Correct.
Ooh. I don't know. I'm gonna go. Ooh, this I've been thinking about this one for the last 24 hours. I have not settled upon anybody but the Browns being in fourth. That's the only thing I got right now is the Browns being in fourth.
I don't see how you can have the Browns in fourth. Deshaun Watson is way better than the kid Cody Pickett, right?
I don't think I agree with you, but everything around him isn't as solid team wise as the Steelers.
You still got Nick Chubb running the rock, toting the ball. You behind Nick Chubb. I forget the other running back. Yeah, you got Nick Chubb. You got Donovan Peoples-Jones. You got they added another receiver. I forgot the other receiver they had. Yeah, they're gonna be better than the Steelers.
Well, I'm gonna let you keep that one. Steelers and Ravens. For some reason, though, you can change uniforms and they're pretty much the same team. Because their identity, they run the ball, they pass the ball when necessary, and they win. So that's what I mean when I say, you really won. Ravens, Steelers, Ravens.
Lamar Jackson is on a whole different plateau than Cody Pickett. Lamar Jackson is 2 years removed from winning the MVP. That's 2 years.
But Pickett is a quarterback that is manageable. You can manage him in the game, and he will only do what's necessary. He's not going to go outside of his realm and try and do something he can't do.
And that's why they're in fourth.
Okay. Right now, I got the Bengals in third.
The Bengals in third.
Here's why. Super Bowl swoon. Every team has a Super Bowl swoon. What is plus with him coming in injured, every team coming in injured, I don't see where it's gonna get him there. I'm gonna say,
they didn't go to the Super Bowl last year.
The Bengals went to the AFC Championship. You're right.
Super Bowl.
You're right. I'm sorry. You're right. Not the Super Bowl, but I'm gonna stick with that. I'm gonna stick with them being in third. I'm gonna go with Steelers first, Ravens second, Bengals third, Browns fourth. I know I wouldn't put money on that because that division is so volatile. That division is so volatile. It honestly, as tough as that division is, they can easily flip, and yours could go straight through a reverse, and mine can go straight through a reverse because that's the toughest division in football, and they come to play and they come to win every weekend. That used to be that back and forth. Back in the day, they used to call the NFC North or the old black and blue division. Now it's an AFC now, so that's that division now. Where they playing tough every week, and it's a chance for them to win. All right, we want to say good morning to Mr. Tanae Evans. Thank you for joining us, sir. Demetrius Bell, thank you for joining. Big Tone, thank you for joining us. New to the group, we do appreciate you, Mr. Stephen Harris. Don't forget to join the chat. Give us what your thoughts are on what our picks are. Burrow's hurt already. Stephen Harris, that is right. That's why I think that Bingo's gonna stay in third. And they say it's just a calf. They say it's not an ACL or MCL like they thought it was before. So he's already out 6 weeks. So that's going to put them back a little bit. So that I don't like my picks, but I like them at the same time because everybody's so one right here. Everybody right there. All right, let's go to the easiest division, the South. We got the Texans, the Colts, Jaguars, and the Titans. The people voted Jaguars, Titans, Texans, and Colts got the same amount of votes. Go ahead, sir. What you think? Texans, Colts, Jaguars, Titans.
I go with the people. Jaguars, Titans, Texans, and Colts. I agree with the
Jaguars.
people.
Okay.
I agree with the people.
Titans, Texans, Colts.
Yeah.
I will have to agree with you on that one. We have our first level agreement of the day.
2023.
Of 2023. Yeah, you're right.
Right.
Jaguars are going to go far this year.
No.
Yes, and here's why. They got that coach down there who took the rap in New York when it wasn't his fault. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Philadelphia, when the owner had them lose that game at the end of the season. He took the rap for it, and they fired him for it when they really shouldn't have. So,
like about with Jalen Hurts, right?
Yes, when Jalen Hurts.
When he benched Jalen Hurts, right?
When he benched Jalen Hurts. He took the rap for it, and he was rewarded with another coaching job. He gonna go down there. They've already turned the corner. You see, they made the playoffs last year after being in there with the crazy guy from Ohio State. He came in there the next year, and they already was it 9-8 or 10-7. Went to the playoffs, beat Detroit in December when they didn't think that nobody thought that they would.
Right.
Made the playoffs. I think they take another step. You got the cool kid from Clemson with the hair hanging out the back of his helmet like he got a Jerry curl. What's the quarterback name?
You talking about the running back?
No, the quarterback.
Oh, you talking about Trevor Lawrence?
Trevor Lawrence, yes. Something about that kid. Trevor Lawrence and Burrow to me are, those are new kids in the league, of course, in terms of the new quarterbacks. That's going to be great. But I like Lawrence a little bit better than Burrow. It's something about that guy. I don't know what it is. It's something about Trevor Lawrence with that Jerry curl locks hanging up the back of that helmet. When it's time to go throw that ball down the field, he's not afraid to run it. He's a winner. Trevor Lawrence is a winner. So I'm gonna go with Trevor Lawrence, and I think they're gonna get, if not to the AFC Championship game, at least to the second round of the playoffs this year. I like that. I like that guy. Don't get me wrong, Joe Burrow is he in another division. He Joe Cool. He wear the glasses. We call him. He wear the shades, the Detroit glasses. Right. We like him for that. But something about that boy and Jaguars. Titans, they gonna do what they gonna do. They gonna run the ball, and they gonna throw it when they need to, not because they want to. The Colts, they got bad karma on them right now. Jim Irsay don't want to pay that boy, and he's still paying the quarterback that retired. So why can't he pay that running back? In Texas, they still rebuilding. They're a good team to look out for. Maybe 2-3 years down the line. So we there's not really much we can say about the Texans right now, other than that they're a 5-hour drive away from me. And every year I keep saying I'm gonna go to the game. I ain't been yet.
So we got the Texans third, or we got the Texans fourth?
Third.
All right, okay. And then the Colts fourth with Anthony Richardson. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. So we agree on that one.
Agree on that one.
So we gonna put this on the calendar.
Yeah. August 19th, 2023 at 11:21. Actually agree. Right. 11:21 a.m. They agree. Ain't that something?
Yep. We want to make sure we say hello to Darren Smith, Eddie Cooper Jr., Antoine Pink, Carmen Evans, Valerie Colbert Asweda, James Williams II. Thank you for joining us this morning. Stephen Harris says Trevor Lawrence has bulked up. I have seen him. He looks like he's dropped his body fat down. He looks good out there. So
he been using the vape.
He been using the vape.
Yeah, he been using the vape.
He got an oxygen chamber at home like Michael Jackson.
Absolutely.
You know who else got one of those at his house?
Who?
Steph Curry.
You just know how to really mess up the show, man. The show is going perfect, man. Oh boy.
What I do?
You just know how to rattle my cage, don't you? Man,
it ain't gonna be long before you start stirring the pot yourself. Don't even try.
Go to that commercial, man.
All right, moving forward. The last division in the AFC we're gonna talk about today is the West. And the West is enigmatic because you got some teams. You got one team that know they want to win. You got three more who think they want to win, but don't know quite yet how to win. So the people said the Chiefs, and they voted for nobody else. The only team they voted for was the Chiefs. So you got Chiefs, Broncos, Raiders, Chargers. And I only did that because I went Broncos, Raiders, Chargers in alphabetical order because nobody else voted for them. So coming out the West, what you think, sir?
I got Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders, Broncos.
Okay. I like the Chiefs. Even though they might have a Super Bowl swoon, they still gonna be number one coming out of their conference because of who's in the conference. I like the Broncos in number 2. I like
Well, good night. My man, trash.
I like the Chargers in 3.
Chargers 3.
I like the Raiders in 4.
The Chargers.
Here's why.
Yeah,
Here's why. Chiefs, class of the league right now.
Correct.
Super Bowl champion, been to Super Bowl 3 of the last 4 years. They got 2, 3 of the last 5 years. They got 2 on their resume in that time.
Yep.
Nothing else you can say about them. They got the best quarterback in the league. They got Kelsey, who's engaged to the owner's daughter, the granddaughter, somebody like that. So they winning. They winning all the way around. You got next we have the Broncos. Broncos still has a good quarterback, even though you don't think so. But he has the right coach to coach him in the right direction. So that's why I like to coach Broncos in 2. The 3, Chargers. Chargers have a good quarterback, but that coach ain't too bright over there. Chargers coach remind me of our coach. If you just get out of his way of yourself,
nah, don't do that, man.
Yeah, do better.
Don't do that. Don't put Dan Campbell in the same. Really, you really gonna do that? You really gonna do that? No, don't do that, man. Don't do that. Don't
talk
do
about
that.
Dan Campbell.
No, I'm talking about how you gonna put a former player that didn't amount to nothing in his playing career as to a professional coach, man. Don't do that, man. Don't do that.
Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell
wrong,
played on the 2016 team. But they love him.
You're saying Dan Campbell is equivalent to the coach of the Chargers. That's not fair, man. Don't do that.
No, the coach of the Chargers is actually better, but they both make them dumb decisions.
No, okay. The thing with Dan Campbell is this guy is a coach. Dan Campbell's not a coach. That's why you can't do that, man. You can't do that, man. No, you can't. That's like you saying Tiger Woods Michael Jordan is a better golfer than Tiger Woods. How? Tiger Woods is a golfer. Michael Jordan is a basketball player. This guy is a coach. Dan Campbell is a player. No, you can't do that, man. No.
I agree with you. I agree that Dan Campbell is not a coach. I agree that the Chargers have a coach, but they both make dumb decisions when they don't need to. And that's why they're not going to the Lions is actually on a trajectory higher than the Chargers right now.
The Dan Campbell decisions he made is because he got people, fans to buy he got fans to buy into the malarkey that he's selling. Okay. The difference between what happened last year, what's going to happen this year, you're not going to catch nobody by surprise. If it's 4th and 5 or 4th and 6, they know you're going for it. You're not catching nobody off surprise no more. You're actually going to have to go out and win. That's why when we preview the NFC on the next show, I will show you. Dude is coaching. Okay. The stuff he sold, people bought it. That's why they sold out. You know, this season tickets, they sold out. Now he's going to have to put up or shut up. Now he's going to have to shut up because you're not catching nobody off guard. That's why you can't put that in the same thing. That's man, you should call out a coach from the Chargers and apologize, man. That's wrong, man. That's wrong.
Well, I'm sorry. if I'm sliding the Chargers. But I think the Lions, for whatever reason, because he out there selling the elixir, they're on a higher trajectory right now than the Chargers. Chargers have a better young quarterback. Goff is not a bad quarterback. But for where the Lions are in terms of where they're trending, as opposed to where the Chargers are trending, that's what I based that on.
Okay, so let me see. Okay, I'm stirring the pot. So if I take the Chargers and put them in the NFC North, and I take the Lions and put them in the AFC West, what happens?
Hold on, let me look at it.
Yeah, right. What happens? What happens? Are the Lions fourth?
No, because they're gonna beat the Raiders.
Oh my God! See, it all goes for nothing. You build a wall and you hope they'll come, and then he comes and knocks the wall down. This is what I'm no.
Now, okay, now I have to stick with what I'm saying. If the Lions jump into the AFC West, they'll still be in third place, in my opinion.
So who they better than?
The Raiders.
Okay, so they what? Oh my God, they better than the Raiders.
I'm gonna go over what I said again. Chiefs 1, Broncos 2, Chargers 3, Raiders 4. So to me, that's a plug and play. Chargers go to the NFC North.
Right.
Lions go to the AFC West. I still see the Lions as the number 3 team.
Okay, then what?
Raiders traditionally have a lot of talent, but they're not very bright for some reason because they got a damn coach over there.
Okay, so if the Lions are 3 in the West, in the AFC West, then what are the Chargers in the NFC North? 1.
Okay, so you got
Green Bay, Chicago, the Lions, Detroit, and the Vikings. 1.
And the Vikings.
1. 1.
1 or 2.
Who?
1 or 2. You'll see. You'll see. You'll see what here's why. I don't want to give too much away what I want to talk about for the North for the next show.
Absolutely.
I want to tease them a little bit, leave a little bit of a teaser.
Absolutely.
But I got you'll see. My team coming out is not what everybody expects. And it'll be this, and I'll liken them to the San Francisco 49ers as who I think who the winner is going to be in the North. And that's all I'm going to say. We're going to leave that as a teaser for now, moving forward.
All right.
That's our teaser. All right. Stephen here said, when Felix gags, show him the vape. I guess he's talking about me coughing. So when it's Felix' turn, like you coughed last show, I got to show you the vape. I got to go get me some vape. I don't have any vape on me. The one I have is, the old school one. I don't have the actual. I got the old school. Put it on your nose. And it's in the bathroom now. I'm about to bring that out. But I do have a prop for the next show for when we do our preview for the NFC.
Okay.
So let's go. Let's recap. Let's recap what we got.
Yep.
So far, we got the East. Felix says Jets, Bills, Patriots, Dolphins. I say Jets, Bills, Dolphins, Patriots. We got the North. Felix says Bengals, Ravens, Browns, Steelers. I say Steelers, Ravens, Bengals, Browns. In the South, we both agree. Jaguars, Titans, Texans, Colts. And in the West, we got Felix, Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders, Broncos. And I say Chiefs, Broncos, Chargers, Raiders. All right, it's in the books, people. It's in the books. It is in the book. So when I'm gonna email this to Felix at the end of the show. So when we come back to it, we know what we are.
Absolutely.
We ready. And so come first week in January, when the season is about to go to the playoffs, we're gonna say who was right, who was wrong, and knowing the NFL, we both gonna be wrong on 75% of it.
It's gonna be a lot of I told you so. A lot of I can't believe it. And yeah, absolutely. Be like when Bobby Brown got kicked out of New Edition. I didn't see that happening. All right.
Yep, it's gonna be a lot of fun when we go back and look at that. So in 2 weeks, our next show is September 2nd, right before the holiday. We will be previewing the NFC all the way through all 20 teams in the NFC. So don't forget to click like, click share. Don't forget to get the book, Gratefulness Journey Every Day, written by who? Mr. Marcus Holmes. He's the whiz and Oz behind the scenes, running things, keeping everything going strong and smooth. We want to thank you for that. We want to also make sure you click like, click share, call your friends, and tag a few people and let them know that we on here over five different platforms. Twitter, better known as X, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So if you pull my name up in any of those platforms, we are going live right now over those platforms. So welcome to everybody in all those realms in states and worldwide. Thank you so much for joining us. And we're going to keep doing this every 2 weeks. We're looking to make some changes moving forward to improve the show. You always got to get better. You always got to get better. We're going to talk about that a little bit in the in Stupid Sports News in terms of other shows trying to get better. But we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. But right now, we're moving forward. We're gonna talk about. Okay, let me get the right mouse here. We're moving forward. Talking about baseball. Will Shohei Ohtani be the league MVP? They pretty much already penciled him in to be the American League MVP. Will he be the league MVP?
Yeah, he should be. Absolutely. Should be. Hands down. No, you are. Whoa. Time out. My man in Atlanta, he not playing neither. Ronald Acuna, he not playing neither. So, yeah, it's going to come down between them two.
Okay.
I forgot about him. I forgot. Yes, I forgot about Ronald Acuna Jr. Yes, I forgot.
All right, so yes. we're gonna pretty much keep it penciled in as the AL MVP. We're not quite sure about the full MVP, so we're saying that the guy in Atlanta will be the NL MVP.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. I like that. Now the Tigers right now are 55-67. They're still in third place. 8.5 games behind the Twins, who are 57-54. They're 7-6 since the last show, and I'm still enthused about the team because they are competitive. They're not losing 15-1 like they was losing last year, 13-0, and the game is over in the second inning. You just turn the game off because it's already 6-0, and you look at the bench and everybody looking like this. So they are competitive this year. They are playing a lot better. They're not where we would like for them to be, but they're definitely doing more than what they've been doing. Well, come on, say it. I see it on your face. Come on, give it to me. Come on.
Okay, so wait. Who the division leader? The Twins?
Yes.
And who after the Twins? The Guardians?
All right, let me pull it up. I got it. I should have it right here. Okay, let me get it real quick.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that's how it is. Yeah, I think it's the Guardians.
They need to change their name to the Rockers. But, no, seriously.
Oh man, they need. You know what they need to do
for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
You know what the Tigers need to do. They need to watch Major League. And when the lady was gonna sell the team, the owner, and then what's the name was like, well, I guess there's only one thing to do. I guess we should go out and win the whole thing. That's what they need to do, man. It's just, I watched the game the other night. They were up, 3-1, and they were, who was they playing? I think they were playing Minnesota. No, it might have been somebody else. But anyway, they made the pitching change. My man came, hit a grand slam. I said, good night. I just turned the TV off. Like, man, it's a clown show, man, down there. It's a clown show down there. And in a month, it's going to be a clown show across the street, man. I'm just saying. And if you drive up 94, to Ann Arbor, that's gonna be a clown show, man.
Well, we're gonna get to football. We're gonna get to college football next. We're gonna do our top 25 preview next. We got the Twins, the Guardians, Tigers, White Sox, and the Royals. That's the order right now. Twins at 54-59, Guardians 59-64, Tigers at 55 and 67, White Sox 48-74, Royals 40-84. So that's what we
40 and what?
40-84 for the Royals.
Man, how you even get dressed, man?
Well, you know I can't be mad at them. You know why? In the last 10 years, they got a World Series. So sometimes you got to make that sacrifice and win it and to go back down again.
That's 10 years they got a World Series. You know, like 10 years ago,
Miami does it all the time. Miami, they was it the Marlins? It's either Miami or the Marlins. Where they'll build that team up, win it, sell it all off, and do it again. They've done it twice. Because that's when you're in a small market like that, you can't keep them players like that.
Right. Understood.
So it's a good strategy. So hopefully, you know, we can do something.
Why hasn't that strategy came here?
I don't know. I can't even plead the fifth because I just got to say I don't know.
And take that Myers logo off the side too. That just destroyed the whole value of the jersey, man.
Well,
Myers. I'm like, boy, oh boy.
We got to get the was it representation or the not rep? What's the word I'm looking for? Sponsorship. You got to get sponsorship because I can tell you if Meyer called if Meyer called my phone right now and said they want to sponsor us, you know where that Meyer gonna go? Right in the upper right hand corner, right above your head. It's gonna say Meyer right there.
You'll be doing this show by yourself.
Don't tell that lie. When that check comes in, you're going to be like, oh, I think I want to go make a commercial right there on Telegraph. Let me go on Telegraph and make a commercial.
No, I'm going to be out. Like Wally told the bee, I'm gone.
Oh, okay. You say that after you see that check, you like, ooh, I can
right,
put my car off.
Hey, here's my pen where I sign. Right.
That's right. All right. Thank you, Greg, for joining us today. There's only A on the NL MVP, I believe. Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you for updating with that. Demetrius, love the Tigers. They're getting better. Stephen Harris said the Tigers are third place in the 500 division. And Greg Brown agreed with me. Revenue. That's right. Bring the money in. Got to bring the money in. All right. Where we at? Let's see here. Let me get back here so I can find my script. That's the fun part about doing this stuff. There it is. Okay, there we go. I'm running two screens here. I got a screen here where I'm looking for, and I got another screen with all the information. And I'm running the board. Marcus running on one side, I'm running on this side, and we're making it work. All right. Braves have the best record in the NL and the MLB right now at 79-42. The Dodgers are creeping up fast at 74-47. They've won 9 out of their last 10. They something like 12 out of the last 15. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me. But the Dodgers are the hottest team in the league right now, followed by the Atlanta Braves and then the Orioles. So I was going to put them in Stupid Sports News, but that news was almost 2 weeks ago. But I'm gonna say it now. I still think they were wrong for sanctioning their announcer, making him sit out for reading the graphic that he didn't even design. Somebody in the graphic department put it up there. He read it, and they made him sit out. And but brought him back. They didn't even apologize. He had to go and apologize for him to come get his job back. I understand, man. You got to pay them bills. You got children at the house. You got them in private school. They got to stay in private school. So you got to apologize sometimes, even if you're not wrong. If you have been in a long-term relationship, so sometimes you get this. You right, honey. Yep, I was wrong. I took out the trash when I was supposed to, and I was wrong. So you got to learn how to say that. You got to learn how to say it. All right. We're going to move into the college football top 25 preview. college football top 25 preview. Let me get over to that graphic. And we have from the bottom up, from the AP, Iowa, Tulane, Texas A&M, Ole Miss, North Carolina, and Oklahoma. And then at 19, Wisconsin, Oregon State, TCU, Kansas State, Oregon. From there, we got Utah, Notre Dame, Tennessee, Texas, Washington. In the top 10, starting with Washington, Clemson, Florida State, Penn State, USC, LSU, Alabama, Ohio State, Michigan, and Georgia. Now it's kind of a little different over on the coaches poll. A&M at 25, Texas Tech 24, Tulane 23, Ole Miss 22, Wisconsin 21, Carolina 20, Oklahoma, Oregon State, Kansas State, TCU, Oregon, Utah, Notre Dame, Texas, Washington top 10, pretty similar at Tennessee, Clemson, Florida State, Penn State, USC, LSU, Ohio State, Alabama, Michigan, and Georgia. Steve says Michigan's going to win the national championship. I think they have a great team to do that. I'm serious when I say that. I think they have a good chance of winning it. I'm gonna tell you my team to win it this year. I'm gonna say it now, and I'm gonna stand on it. The team that I think is gonna win it all this year, LSU.
What?
I'm serious. I think LSU's gonna win it. I think LSU's gonna win it.
Man, you know what?
So let's put that on the board. Let's put it on the board. So let's get these. Let's go back.
You and Steve Harris. I knew soon as we started talking college football, I knew it. I said Steve Harris gonna say Michigan gonna win the national championship. I knew it. But for you to just say that, man, stop it. LSU, man, stop. Georgia will be the first team to three-peat in college football. Nobody will beat them. Georgia, the only person to beat Georgia is Georgia. Okay, remember Friday Night Lights? Remember that movie? Remember when they got ready to do the playoffs? And he was like, all roads go through Dallas to see Dallas Carter. And remember, they were sitting there, Perriman was sitting there, and what was my man name? The running back, Comer. He was like, man, them dudes big. That's what Georgia about to do. Georgia gonna be the only opponent is Georgia if they don't get in their own way, because they don't play nobody. They play nobody. The only team that could possibly beat them would be Uncle Nick. Any team from the Big Ten that got a chance of beating them will only be Ohio State. Michigan will not beat them because you don't have the firepower to beat them. You just got smacked by TCU. The year before that, you got smacked by Georgia. You're not beating them. Nobody from the Big Ten. The only team that has a chance would be Ohio State, and that's because they have an elite receiver, Marvin Harrison Jr. You don't have no elite receiver at Michigan. Ronnie Bell is gone. Who you gonna throw it to? McDoom transferred. Who you gonna throw the ball to? No. Blake Corum only gonna take you so far. You'll see. I cannot wait. I wish this was right now. I wish we was in college football right now, because I'd be laughing. Look at your out-of-conference schedule. You don't play nobody. You play nobody out of conference.
Georgia and Michigan pretty much have the same preseason and full season schedule. Neither one of the team play anybody really good.
No, honestly, Georgia still has to play Tennessee, right? Tennessee, you just said, was ranked number 10, right? The only team that Michigan plays that you could say is irrelevant would be Ohio State, but that ain't to the end of the year. Other than that, it would be Penn State, which they can lose because they go to Happy Valley. Let's get it. Now, let's don't get it twisted. John ain't that. I mean, Jim ain't that good on the road now. Let's don't. But then once again, it comes down to the coaching. The coach for Penn State, he don't have them on neither. So he's right. So there it is. But yeah, you will see whoever comes from the Big Ten.
I'm gonna say this. Michigan has an easier role than Georgia. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you my sleeper team, and I'm gonna say this right now. The sleeper team in the Big Ten, Wisconsin.
The sleeper team in the Big Ten is green and white because he's coaching for his job now. Hey, everybody that already wrote Mel Tucker off. Real talk, no.
I'm not saying they won't have I'm not saying they're not gonna have the kind of season to go to the playoffs. They're gonna have a good. I'm saying 9-4, 7, and they're gonna make a play. They're gonna make a bowl game. Put it like that. And I think they have an excellent chance of going to Ann Arbor and beating Michigan. I really do. After they come to East Lansing.
They come to East Lansing.
I really do like Wisconsin. I really do.
Wisconsin.
Yes. The coach from Cincinnati up there. That boy, all he do is win. The next sleeper team in the Big Ten is going to be Illinois. What's that? The third year for what's the name be down there now? His system is in place now. I like that. I like them. I like both of them teams. So, but we're gonna get a little bit more into the Big Ten. We're gonna actually do Big Ten. We're gonna go once we get next week. We're gonna do a Big Ten show since we Big Ten country. We're probably gonna throw in the SEC too, but we want to look at the top 25. Why? Because the next week there's gonna be a bunch of college games played, and we want to make sure we did touch on that a little bit. Notre Dame is gonna have their way with Navy in Dublin, Ireland. Excuse me. Let's see here. Greg,
I told you, man, I don't know. I'm not gonna say that's just gonna be a cakewalk. I can't say that because
for 3 quarters,
Navy gives them problems. I
agree. For 3 quarters, 3 quarters, in the fourth quarter, Notre Dame is gonna open it up. It's gonna be tough for 3 quarters. It's gonna be like 21-15 going in the fourth quarter, and Notre Dame will finish that game like 42-22 or something like that, going at the end of the game. It'll open up in the fourth quarter.
Okay.
I thought my buddy Greg over having a good time and said LSU will play Georgia in the SEC title game. I agree with that. And he says exactly talking about something else. Wisconsin says next year. Steven says Coach Burners finished last. And Greg, I love you, brother, but he said Michigan State blows monkey chunks. We love you, brother. I know you're a Michigan guy, but go green.
I mean, okay. Like I said, like Michael Jordan said, that's why we play the game. You will see. It's gonna be a lot of crying in Ann Arbor.
We're gonna do a full workup of the Big Ten. Big Ten is gonna be a lot stronger league now, but then it's gonna get even crazy once we get to 18-20 with the other teams. And I still feel bad for Clemson and Florida State because they're gonna be on the outside of ACC. They keep it up. Well, they're not even gonna have a league in a couple of years the way they're going.
They're gonna come here.
But that's right.
They're gonna come to the Big Ten. Watch.
Big Ten. That was supposed to happen when they brought Oregon and what's the other team?
Oregon they're bringing. Who was that? Oregon and was it? No, it's UCLA. That's what you're talking about.
No. UCLA and USC was first.
You mean Oregon and Washington? Oregon and Washington.
They were supposed to come. It was supposed to be 4 teams.
Right. They got the money part.
In the head of the schools was like, we don't want Florida State and Clemson. And they having trouble.
The money ain't getting right yet. Wait till the money comes. They'll be here. Trust me, they'll be here. It's gonna be wise. They'll be here. It'll be Clemson and Florida State. And then that's when your boy in Ann Arbor, he gonna vote for the NFL. Because it's gonna be too hard to it's gonna be too hard.
They're already saying that he won't be here next season. That's why they postpone the punishment till next year, because they say the word is he won't be coming back after the season. They say it's a national championship or bust for him, and if you don't win it or lose it, he's out.
See you later. You're not winning the Nationals. So see you later.
Well, I actually like having him here. Honestly, I like having him there because at the end of the day, he's enough of a lightning rod for the program to keep him relevant. He's bringing in the recruits. He's making Michigan relevant.
Relevant how?
It's just like in basketball. Izzo and
You okay?
Say
You
again?
finally got through the door of beating up Ohio State. You done lost to them for 10 years. Irrelevant how? You win the Big Ten. You went last year. You beat
No, I
Iowa.
said he's making them relevant. I'm not saying he's making them irrelevant. I said he's keeping them relevant.
Okay, relevant how?
They are in the conversation every year.
Notre Dame's
For
in
how
the
many years
conversation
they
every
were?
year.
For a good 15, 17 years, Michigan was on nobody's voice talking about nothing but what's wrong. Now they're in the conversation of they have an opportunity to. And that's what you want.
It's like, man, it's like up and down with you, man. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Relevant how? You're not relevant, man.
They are relevant on the national scene.
Nobody fears the big house. It's not like when Bo was there. Bo didn't even make them relevant. How many national championships did Bo Schembechler win? 0. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If anybody made them relevant, it would be Lloyd Carr. That's who made them relevant. They went technically, they shouldn't even won that national championship because they should have put them up against Nebraska. Nebraska would have ran over them.
That wasn't going to happen. That wasn't going to happen. All right. Now we run out of time. I hate to cut this short. We gotta get to women's sports and so really quickly, we got Spain and England 6 a.m. in the morning for the Women's World Cup. Sweden beat Australia today, 2-0 for third place. The women's national coach for the USA resigned. They're talking about trying to get the Australia coach. Right now in the WNBA, Las Vegas Aces are in first place, and they won the Commissioner's Cup. New York Liberty, they both have clinched playoff spots. The Suns, Connecticut Sun are in third. Dallas Wings are in fourth. Brittany Griner has been out for a little while due to concussions. All right, now we come down to the end. We got a lot to talk about, but we're gonna take a quick pause for the calls for Stupid Sports News. All right, welcome back. We're gonna jump right into it. Lil Wayne, Richard Sherman is supposed to be joining Undisputed. Every time I say that, I just have to laugh. Undisputed has not even been on the air since Shannon Sharp left. Shannon Sharp is on hiatus, and that's going to lead right into the next thing. Really quick, we're going to get to that one, but I don't have a problem with Lil Wayne jumping on Undisputed because Fife was always on SportsCenter with SVP back in the day. Richard Sherman I like because he knows what he's talking about. He's opinionated. He's quick with it. But who's going to be there every day with Skip? Right now, Skip he is I don't know. Skip might have to go to YouTube because he don't have a show. I don't know what he's going to do. I really don't know what he's going to do. What's your thoughts, sir?
I think it comes down to ratings, right? Lil Wayne is one of the best MCs out here, right? Best recording rap artists out here, right? And then you got a former NFL player. That's what Shannon was. I think it's about ratings because right now, First Take is the #1 show. Well, do you know what? They could be even better if they get rid of my man that me and you don't like, Mad Dog. Man, horrible. That guy is horrible.
Mad Dog brings a certain demographic that they don't have without him. So I see why they keep him right there on First Take. I get it, but does he lag on the show? Yes, he does. Does he bring the show down? Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
Let's really jump quickly to Shannon Sharp. Is he really coming back? They first said he was going on First Take for 2 days a week, and then Stephen A was like, "Hold on, nothing's official." So it looks like it's trending that way. Hopefully, I get to see that again because I really want to see him and Michael. Hopefully, they can clear the what's Michael's last name, the receiver from Cowboys. What's Michael? Hopefully, they can clear Michael Irvin, come back. I would love to see Michael Irvin Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. Smith on Football Fridays. I would love to see that. The three of them going back and forth. The sweat, the spit from both, the sweat from Michael Irvin, the spitting from Shannon Sharp and Michael Irvin, and Stephen A. Smith just trying to get a word in edgewise. Now that's TV that I would watch. So hopefully that's what happens.
That would be good. That would actually be good. Anything is better than Mad Dog Russo. What's my man? Damian Woody. Man, just horrible.
I like Woody. He's timely. And I also like when they throw.
You just somebody who happened to be on the right team at the right time. You didn't contribute to none of the Patriot championships. Trash.
He left the Lions and went over there and got him a couple championships. I'm not mad at him.
Happened to be play with the GOAT. That's it's like when old boy was playing with the Pistons. Scott Hastings. You just happened to be on the team, so we got to give you a ring.
Yes, sir. Phil Mickelson supposedly has $100 million debt as a golfer, and right now they won't let him play live. They won't let him play on the PGA. He got some troubles going on. He got some troubles. How do you get $100 million in betting debt? I don't get not debt in terms of what he owes creditors, but from
put it on my tab. Put it on my tab.
Yeah. Wow. I guess so. Coming up over the next 2 weeks, the World Track Championships. We're gonna see if the girl can
Richardson.
Shakari, what she can do, and we want to see who's gonna be the new champion on the men's side. Who's gonna pick up the mantle now that the Jamaican Usain Bolt is out of the picture? So I'm looking forward to try and keep up with that. Only thing is it's on other sides in Sweden, so the time to watch it. I'll be catching the highlights. I really want to try and watch it live though. All right, we need a quick 10-second moment of silence for this young man, Mr. Lars Nootbaar. Why? They're calling him John Kruk Jr. For any man who's had this happen, we understand why we want to give him a quick moment of silence. This guy had the misfortune of fouling a pitch off the plate and have that ball hit the home plate. It hit him in the solar plexus. So I feel so. I had nowhere else to put it. I don't want to put it in baseball. There's nothing stupid about it. But we're gonna give him a quick 2 seconds of just prayer for him and that he's able to heal. He did lead a game, but that's terrible. What's his name was saying terrible. And we got the so we're coming up to the end of the show. We want to make sure we thank Myron Thomas, say he's watching the Lions and on the bandwagon. Stephen here says we want to thank you for giving us a good show for the day. Greg said he's tired of Kelsey Plum on his TV every day. And Greg said FSU's coming with Miami. And Clemson going to SEC to pair with South Carolina. That's not a bad deal because then you got a natural rivalry there. Don't forget to get your phone out real quick. Join our Sports Talk group on Facebook. And as we go to the end of the show, we want to make sure you are please check in on the Little League World Series. Those little kids out there playing tough, man. I love to see that every year. Those kids come from around the world to play. The girls played. They showed the softball World Series. Those girls, I love it. Just to see those little kids out there playing hard. And big difference between the boys and the girls. The girls, they just go out and play. It's the coolest thing to see. And they miking up the coaches out there. So they're getting a lot of good press, and I really like it. And oftentimes you see them in their neighborhoods, they get walkout music and all that stuff. They're not doing that at the Little Series, of course, but it's really cool to see how they stepping up the game of baseball and they keeping the game relevant in today's society. All right, it is time for us to get out of here. Thank you, Felix. We had a great time today talking all this craziness. We in the books for the AFC. Next week next show, I should say, we're gonna talk about the NFC, and we're gonna do a deep dive into the Big Ten and these SEC. Since I'm down here in the SEC country, we're going to leave the Big 12 alone because they're going bye-bye. September 2nd, we will be back. Thank you for everybody, and have a great day, and go watch those Lions.